Fala galera, bem-vindos ao canal com mais um vídeo. Estamos aqui de volta com vocês com mais um Horizon Forbidden West, ou Horizon 2 Forbidden West. Estamos aqui na Burning Shores, a nova DLC. Vamos começar aqui, vamos falar aqui com a Seika. Chegamos aqui já tinha até um Elio do Porto.
Okay, so shall we get going to Starlight Rise?
Yeah, let's go.
So what now?
Up you go. Something wrong?
Of course not.
Ah, tem medo de...
Oh, it's a little snug.
I'll manage.
Oh, shit!
Hold on back there.
Starlight Rise is just across the water. I guess we'll see if this living ancestor has something to do with my missing people.
Look, once we get into the ruin, we might find data that your focus model isn't able to make sense of. I'm sending you an update, so you'll be able to see what's going on.
Oh, thanks. You sure seem at ease with the focus. Is that why your tribe made you an outcast?
No, not exactly. They cast me out when I was born. In fact, everything I've done, including learning to use the focus, was, in spite of them.
Sounds familiar.
It gets easier, you know.
What? Clinging to the back of a sunwing?
That too.
Just worry about steering this thing, okay?
Sure.
A menina tá com medo. Primeira vez que ela voa também na vida, né? Uma coisa aqui que eu...
Those are some of our missing scout boats.
It looks like there's a lot of construction on the hillside.
That's what Diviner Vi saw.
Let's try to retrace their steps then. I'll set us down.
Tem que descer ali.
Solid ground. Thank the ancestors.
Okay, we should follow your people's trail. See if we can figure out why they were here.
Looks like they left some equipment behind.
We don't want to be on the wrong end of this.
Quen Navy weapon. We use them to build rope bridges and perimeter defense.
Vamos dar uma olhada aqui.
The Ballista tore straight through the machine's armor. This bolt looks pretty sturdy too.
My people had to fight while they built all this, but they kept going anyway.
Let's stay on their trail.
Tá no voo.
People had a big operation here.
But why?
I'm not sure. But I bet Landra's involved.
Well, looks like they set up some ladders to get up to that excavation. But the path's broken now.
We'll have to make our own way up.
Forma de subir um penhasco, beleza.
Another ballista. We can use the bolts as climbing points.
Good idea! Good shot! Wrong place! Check it out! Heading up to take a look!
catch up to her.
É porque quando a gente erra, né? Ali o que que tava acontecendo? Eu tava tirando. Na hora que ele tava errando, né? É como se o. Como se a balista. Como se o arpão da balista se destruísse, né? Vamos botar assim. O legal é que a gente pode usar como ponto de apoio. Olha lá.
There's a door up there across the chasm. Let's see if there's a way up.
Vamos dar uma olhada aqui. Temos uma escultura antiga. Mais aqui para baixo. Mais um bicho desse.
Way up looks broken. Maybe the clamberjaws did it.
Hold on! I've got an idea!
What are you doing?
We can use this ballista to make another path! The mechanism won't lock. I'll need to hold the crane in place while you shoot.
Do it. Let's get climbing.
That's as high as it goes. Okay, letting her go. That thing was heavier than it looked.
Making progress.
Yeah, right into the spooky abandoned ruin.
Provavelmente o cara que fez isso, né?
Your people put a lot of effort into getting in here. Almost like they were after something.
Or someone had a knife to their throats.
We'll find your sister. Don't worry.
You don't have to comfort me, you know. I'm fine.
I want to help.
O que nós temos aqui? Porta número 1. Temos uma caixa. Vamos lá, Walter Lontra, CEO da Haven. Está exclusivamente onde quer estar, nos olhos dos holofotes, seu estilo de vida luxuoso. Evelyn Londra. Gente, se vocês quiserem ler, é só dar uma pausada no vídeo, certo? Que aí vocês conseguem pegar o fio da meada aqui. Não tem mais nada pra cá, vambora. Sempre a porta da missão tem que arrombar.
Climber jaws. Stay alert. Bring him on. No machine stopping me.
Ah, não consegui pegar ele. Mas já viu que a gente vai ter que lutar, né? Tá, não tá pra cá.
That sign. This is definitely Londra's old headquarters.
Down there. What is that thing?
Let's find out.
All this must have been brutal to excavate.
Vamos. Ah, olha, áudio.
Regarding the slipstream engine, my engineers tell me that even in the event of an accident, they could contain the fallout. But they don't grasp how effectively my efforts can harness public paranoia. That's the real fallout.
It's a recording of Londra from before he left Earth.
Vamos aqui embaixo aqui. Pega primeiro esse fragmento. Tá, será que eles usaram canhão? Bem que não tem. Vamos aqui. Parabéns pela aprovação. Tá. Vamos ativar.
It's a prototype for a rocket engine. It never got off the ground. The way it was designed made it too dangerous.
Dangerous how?
Like it would poison everything in a 1,000-mile radius if it got used.
Oh.
Let's keep moving.
So this engine, it was for traveling to the heavens? The diviners say the ancestors could do that.
Yeah. Londra launched ships into space to search for resources.
But Why dig all this out now?
We should keep following the trail.
Okay. Whew. Getting hot in here.
Whoa. The ruins split in two. Gwen pressed on.
Oh no.
A Terra morreu na hora.
It looks like some kind of construction accident.
This was Lena from the galley. We weren't exactly friends, but she didn't deserve to be worked to death. How could an ancestor do this to my people?
Knowing Londra and his kind, I can't say I'm surprised.
We better find a way up and across. We'll need to make a path.
Another ballista. Maybe we can use it.
I'll shoot this time.
By all means.
I made you a handhold in the bridge there. Try and get to that ballista further up. Think you can make the jump?
I can reach it.
E vamos nós.
I can help! You hold still and I'll shred him with the ballista!
Okay. Just don't shred me.
My squad held a wager over who could hit the most marks. Winner wouldn't have to swap the decks.
Let me guess, you won?
You learn fast.
Vamos dar uma espionada pro lado de cá. Ah, vai, morre logo. Ah, eu acho que dá pra botar ali com uma balistra.
That's the last of them. Gonna make a few head holds for myself, then I'll finish your path. You know, this reminds me of target practice out at sea. My squad held a wager over who could hit the most marks. Winner wouldn't have to swap the decks.
Let me guess, you won?
You learn fast.
Ah, não dá. Ah tá, o trabalhista tá lá pro lado de lá. Ah, não botou ali pra subir? Deixa eu vir aqui primeiro.
That's a lot of lava. Everyone's practically turned into a volcano. Okay, another ballista. Time to return the favor.
Make a path over here!
No need to yell. I've tapped you into my focus.
Whoa. Hi.
Hi there.
So, how about those climbing points? Nice job. That's enough to get me to the first ledge. Not there. Over by me. Made it. Let's see where this leads.
Watch out, more clamberjaws.
I see him.
It's my turn to shred some machines.
Oh, you think you can do better than me?
We'll see. Got it! Not bad from here. These things hit hard. That's all of them. And, I think I just set a new ballista record.
Yeah. I guess you're a decent shot. Now, last climb. You know what to do.
Yep, on it.
Peraí, tá faltando.
Heading up. Try near me. Over here. Make a path near me.
Ela subiu.
Think you can make it?
Oh, just watch me.
Agora sim. Bom, você zoou agora também, né? Beleza, agora a gente foi. Eu não sei se vocês já perceberam, mas eu tô errando o botão pra vasculhar, né? Tá, ficou faltando. Aparentemente não tem mais muita coisa também não.
One lava-filled chasm conquered.
You did pretty well back there. We're, not a bad team.
Glad you think so. I always wanted a sidekick.
Okay, I see how it is.
After you.
Can't open doors without your sidekick, huh?
Giving you a chance to shine.
Wow, you sure have an eye for shiny things.
Agora sim. Vamos subir. Cara, é tipo assim, a caverna, até pra pegar o material, cara, ela é bem... Tem que prestar bastante atenção. Dá pra fazer, né, só vocês verem os vídeos aí. Que a gente consegue fazer. É um pouco... Né, é complicado, ele é um pouco...
Let's see where my people's trail leads.
Um pouco chato, vamos botar assim. Mas é os puzzles que eles botaram pra gente conseguir, né? Mas é legal.
So old. What could they possibly have wanted from this place?
Good question.
Ó, mais um arquivo de áudio.
The doubters whined that the city would never sell its precious landmark. The price was indeed astronomical. But the observatory could have no better steward than I. Perfect headquarters for one whose vision extends to the stars.
An observatory?
A place where anyone could look at the stars. Until Laundry took over anyway.
Agora subir. Vamos lá, tem um monte de coisa aqui pra ver antes de eu seguir.
Terra Automated Solutions upped their orders for 6 different non-terrestrial minerals this month. Our inventory is running low.
Ótimas notícias.
What are you up to, Ted? Promising new project? Or just another monument to yourself?
Andra in business with Pharaoh. Why am I not surprised?
Nossa, esse é um bugzinho. Tá, tá, isso aqui é tipo um auditório, beleza. Vamos lá.
Damn it. Another one.
Crushed by rubble. Maybe when digging this out.
I think his name was Kira. They couldn't even give him a proper burial.
Aqui é... Tá, o cara mostrando o quanto ele
I'll put this to good use.
Nice find.
I'll get a good trade for this.
Tá, a gente tem que vir pra cá. Obrigado, licença, com licença.
Another Quen camp.
Where have they all... Oh.
Banheiro. Vamos ver isso aqui. Ah, esse aqui é um mapa. Pergaminho. De medir de sangue, suor. Papel roxo com texto escuro, caligrafia com as energias escrita por mãos trêmulas. Só uma parte do... Tem mais alguma coisa pra cá?
It's a mural. Painted by a Quen?
Yeah. I think so.
Why would they leave this here?
Doesn't matter. Let's keep moving.
If you say so.
Vamos lá, liberou a porta.
This might have been mission control. The launcher's space mining operations.
Quite a display.
Yeah. Let's see what we can find.
Então, Sol, Mercúrio, Netuno, Terra, Saturno, Marte, Saturno, Júpiter. Não tem alguma coisa cá pra cima.
Locked with a code. We'll need a way through.
Maybe there's something on these consoles.
4 números.
Looks like we can access the hologram from here.
Huh. There's data here. Let me see what I can access. A lot is corrupted, but it looks like some logs survived. I might be able to play them.
I found Evelyn in the control room, rooting through the logs for Alondra's passcode. Not sure how she got past security, but yeah, she's not doing so good. Just kept banging on Alondra's door, begging him to save her. I told her he was gone, but she just kept wailing. They had to drag her out.
That was the last recording. Everything else is from before 2065.
How many logs did you find?
3. No, 4.
4 entries, 4 digits. The recording said this Evelyn was looking in the data for the code. Let's try to find it.
Okay.
Looks like that unlocked another console.
Maybe check that other console.
This displays an archive for Londra's asteroid missions over the years. It looks like I can navigate it with my focus, so I'm not tied to the console.
Okay. Playing the first log. Uploading it to your Focus 2 for reference.
2050. A year of triumph. That first mission silenced 1,000 naysayers. When we acquired the asteroid, they held their breath. When we returned with the wealth of planets, they came crawling, hats in hand. That fight will always be dear to me. And to history.
No data in that one. It's corrupted. On to the next.
Nossa, cadê o... Lá em cima. Titânia.
No data. There's nothing on that one.
Negócio que tem, a gente acha aqui e tem que ficar caçando um asteroide. Aqui, ó.
No data in that one.
O negócio é...
Hang on. I think I saw something in that one. This is the year the log mentioned, but there are 2 numbers. Which one is for the code?
He mentioned the flight. Sounded like it was pretty special for him.
Must be the flight number then.
Yeah, that could be the first digit of the code.
Not a bad start. Let me know when you're ready to hear the next log.
Okay, let's hear the next one.
Accessing it now.
I've convinced the board the amount of platinum on that rock is worth the risk. Once we grab it, I'll make Evelyn a platinum ring so she can wear our success wherever she goes.
What a great guy. No year in this log, just a mention of platinum.
Então, de platina. Cadê o de platina? Porque tem um que no final ele faz de novo a menção aqui.
Platinum. This must be the right mission. But which number?
Not sure. I'll replay the audio log.
I've convinced the board the amount of platinum on that rock is worth the risk. Once we grab it, I'll make Evelyn a platinum ring so she can wear our success wherever she goes.
Don't think it's the flight number this time.
Yeah. The log mentioned the amount of platinum.
Figure it out?
Think so.
Let me know when you're ready for the third one.
Pera, deixa eu voltar aqui, que a gente vai... O 2050... O 2050... eles batem muito no número do voo. Então, o número do voo... O voo é HMC3, então é só o número, só o 3. Né? Depois a gente vai para 2054. Que é... Que é que o próximo log fala sobre a platina, que vai dar um anel de platina pra mulher. Né? Então, como ele bate muito na quantidade de platina, né? Então é o... Né, é a quantidade de platina que tinha dentro do asteroide, que eram 2 milhões de toneladas. Então é o 2.
Ready.
Okay, here it comes.
The accident has disturbed the ants, lawyers and publicists swarming to do damage control, carping about incalculable losses. Now what they don't see is that each death is a lesson in complacency, inspiring us to future excellence.
He doesn't see his workers as people, does he?
Então, esse é o que fala sobre o acidente. Cadê o... Esse aqui, ó. Eu acredito que seja esse aqui. Esse que 2056. Batalha de GG contra o Chad levou, devido à estrutura interna da estrada, a presença de diversos minérios. Não, não foi esse não. 17, não tem 58. Aqui em cima.
There's no mention of year or metal. We're looking for an accident involving miners.
This one mentions miners.
Aqui.
8 people lost their lives and Laundra shrugged it off like it was nothing? I'll leave it to you to pick the right number.
Cara, esse eu vou pegar.
Well, we've got 3 digits. Just one more to find.
Guess we'll know for sure when we plug them all in. Ready for the next log.
Esse ele bateu muito em cima do número.
Ready to play the next log. Just let me know.
Esse bateu muito em cima do número de mineradores. Eu vou no 8. Né? Acredito que o código seja exatamente o número foco do áudio do registro.
Let's hear it.
Playing it now.
My chief competitor tried to block me in Congress. But I'll have that cobalt no matter how many years it takes to dig out. Xiaolu lunar resources can stay on the moon. Everything else belongs to me.
Okay, I think I know what to look for.
All right, 1 second. There. I uploaded the last of the logs to your focus.
Thanks. As soon as I find the last number, I'll enter the full code upstairs.
Cromo. Têmio. Paládio.
The 4th log mentioned both Cobalt and the Xiaolu Lunar Company.
So we need a mission log with both.
Xiaolu and Cobalt, yep.
Então esse aqui, ó, Xiaolu. Esse aqui pode levar até 5 anos. Eu vou chutar esse, como ele fala de cobalto, o único número que tem aqui fora, né, o número do voo em um ano, a quantidade de tempo que o cobalto vai ser extraído, né, que são 5 anos. Então nós temos aí 3285 de numeração. Vamos ver se o que a gente consegue aqui.
Wow, you actually did it.
Isso aí. Eu vou deixar a sequência do ano e número na descrição.
This must have been Laundra's living quarters. Right at the center of where he worked. Let's see what we can find.
That relic.
Olha, uma arma.
Some sort of old gun?
A gift from a so-called friend. A reminder to always watch your back. Wonder what that's about.
What's this for?
It's some kind of award, I think. Laundra's wife was pretty well known in her time. Strange he'd keep this around. Sounded like they weren't on the best of terms at the end.
Love can make it hard to let go.
Tá, tem ali.
Security logs for the facility. There's a recent entry.
I'm growing impatient, Nova.
Data retrieval is almost complete. I've primed the north array for beamcast.
And you're acquiring everything from aeronautics and special ops, yes? Including the files on MSP.
Correct. There. Ready for transmission. It's a shame we have to revive that particular program, though.
Nova, darling, we have a very difficult task ahead of us. We can't afford to go soft. Reduce your empathy matrix by 15%, please.
Adjusted.
Wonderful. Transmit the files immediately so we can get the hell out of here. This place feels like a goddamn tomb.
What was all that about?
The north array sounds like a transmitter. If we can find it, maybe we can track Landra to whatever hole he crawled into.
Sure, but what did he come back for?
I'll explain later. Let's find a way out.
Okay, but I'll hold you to that.
Tá, vamos lá. A gente tem que... Vambora. Nossa, cara, tem quase uma hora disso daqui. Se vocês quiserem ler, depois vocês pausam aqui para poder ler. Vamos continuar.
Okay, transmitter should be somewhere nearby. That big statue looks promising.
Those machines are in our way. Gotta clear them out.
Tá foquinho. Acabou? Acabou.
I think that's the last of them. Now let's take a look at that statue.
That thing better have answers.
Corre caindo aqui. Ah, tá. Tem coisa ali pra pegar. Vamos limpar aqui primeiro. Ah, olha, minha montaria dá pra puxar. Olha! Tá maneiro, hein? A antena aqui.
Looks like this is part of a transmitter. Okay, Londra. Where are you hiding? Got you. Data was sent to a location west of here.
Data on what? I need to know what's going on.
Tá, vamos falar com ela aqui agora.
What was going on in that hologram back there? And why exactly did Londra come here? And what is he doing with my people?
He used them to dig up this place to find some old data. Part of it has to do with something called MSP, which I've never heard of before, but the rest... I think he's trying to build a ship to get off this world and into the stars.
Off this world? Why would anyone want to do that? There's something you're not telling me. Oh, you're just like a diviner, full of secrets.
Oh yeah? Well, what about you? The way you reacted to that mural back in the ruin? Care to explain?
Fine. I guess we'll both hold our tongues for now.
All right, look. The important thing is that we know where Londra went, and that's probably where he took your people. And your sister.
You're right, of course.
Tá, o jeito do que ela viu a
I should
pintura.
report back to the Admiral before we go any further. I'll use the boat we saw from the air to return.
Okay, I'll find you there later.
Então vamos lá. Eu acho que a pintura que ela encontrou é da irmã. Tipo um meio de comunicação, né? Que a irmã tem com ela, vamos botar assim.
Nemesis. I can't do that to her. Not now. Not when she's worried about her sister. It's too much of a burden. For now, maybe I should focus on stocking up. I can meet Seiko when it's time to pick up the next truck.
Nossa, cara, matei o porco com um golpe. Tem alguma coisa por aqui pra explorar antes da gente finalizar o vídeo, mas não tem. Gente, eu vou ficando por aqui. Se vocês gostaram, deixe seu like, se inscreva no canal. Até a próxima. Mais vídeo. Valeu.